Hi, it's Erik Snopko. In this video, we'll check out the new free instrument from Vienna, the Fujara flute. As a Slovak, I was very excited to hear that VSL has sampled our national instrument Fujara. Be warned, this will be a very patriotic video. I even included the Slovak subtitles, just for fun. The Fujara is a 3-hole solo woodwind instrument with a length of up to 2 meters and was used by shepherds to pass time while herding flocks of sheep. The calming sound of Fujara would signal the sheep that the guardian is near and that they can graze safely. Crafting a Fujara is very difficult and requires a skillful artisan. It is handmade from wood grown under harsh conditions. This adds resonant qualities to the instrument. In most cases, the instrument maker uses elder wood, as it's easier to work with. Before any holes are made, the wood has to dry for 2 years. After this period, the Fujara wood is hollowed out and 3 finger holes are drilled. As the last step, the instruments are decorated with beautiful ornaments. The Fujara instrument is so unique that it is even inscribed on the UNESCO Intangible Heritage. A Fujara is performed by overblowing and has a mellow, melancholic sound character. The instrument is well known for the otherworldly sound effects it can produce, which are surprisingly easy to make. Traditional Fujara pieces often start with a scatter. As you heard, trills are also very common. The demo track was originally performed by an alto flute and was used in a scene where a parrot character is let out of a cage for the first time and is considering leaving his animal friends to live a free life. I remember that the director suggested that it should be played by a Fujara instead, but back then I didn't have one, so obviously this was a perfect opportunity to revisit the piece. I decided to use the long notes playing a fragile melody with occasional embellishments, accompanied by the celestial strings that are also free. I also did some customization to the Fujara preset. This is very easy to do if you are not familiar with the Synchron player yet. I wanted to have more control over the vibrato, so I created a patch where I could crossfade between long vibrato and trill vibrato. First, I clicked on the plus button of the selected articulation slot to move the articulation to a new dimension row. Then I copied the trill vibrato articulation with a right click and pasted it to an empty slot. Click the blue parallel mode button to tell the Synchron player to play those articulations at the same time, stacked. Remember, you can always check the help section if you are unsure what the buttons do. Next, I checked if the parallel mode setting was set to X-Fade. X-Fade means you can crossfade between those parallel stacked slots. Mix triggers all articulations simultaneously. As the last step, I assigned a dimension controller so I could automate the crossfading with a MIDI CC. I followed the same process to create a crescendo of desired length, but this time I layered a long note with a crescendo sample and delayed it inside the Edit tab. That's all for today. Thank you for watching, and now go ahead and download those impressive free instruments. Goodbye and have some halušky, that is delicious Slovak food.